Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
From a fresh, brisky high camp on the Mardi Himal Trail. Today is day 5 and we are about to commence our journey to the high point, to the viewpoint. I'm not sure on the exact altitude, but I think it's around 4,500 meters. So it's going to be a challenge. I've got my bright yellow on in case I need rescuing.
Hopefully not.
But yeah, come with us, let's go. It's definitely chilly here, I won't lie. Especially during the night, it's very cold. Now bear in mind, we're still early right now, so the sun is not at its most strongest. So I do expect as we go up, things will get warmer, we'll get hot and sweaty. So layers. Get hot in a bit. I can strip off.
We have decided to leave one bag and only carry one bag with us because we are afraid of the altitude.
Let's rephrase that. Xiomara left her bag, not we left the bags. So now that she's phrased it in such a way that we have, I'm taking that as in a bit when I'd like to take this bag off, Xiomara's going to carry it, right?
We are going to share the duties.
Let's see. So this here is your view of the high camp, and as you see there are a few different places. I suspect by the time you watch this video there may even be some more. So if you hear anyone saying that there are not many choices at high camp, there are. The place that we were recommended, personally I couldn't recommend and I won't recommend. We actually ordered our food when we arrived in the previous video, and despite us being only 2 people there, it took 1.5 hours for the food to arrive. Service wasn't good, very expensive, 500 for a bed in a 4-bedroom room. Yeah, fortunately it was just us 2 in ours, but I know for instance that in the room next to ours there were 2 girls and they tried to put some other people in their room even though they'd agreed the price. So I just paid our bill, and for everything it was 6,000 rupees, which when you consider the other places we've been staying, around 3,500. So that place, Heaven's View, certainly more expensive. I can't comment on the other places at high camp. That is one thing I will say. I don't know if they're cheaper, better, different. I don't know.
We have here a deadly choice. Danger, this path, easy, this path.
My middle name's Danger, but not today. I don't want to die. We actually got told a story by the guy in the place that we're staying that, I don't know how recently, but a Japanese tourist actually died on this section of the trail. I think he maybe lost his footing or something, but fell down the side of the mountain. Now that was when there was snow, so a little bit of a different situation right now, but again another reminder that, you know, this is a serious activity you're doing. You've got to be very careful.
Water of the girl from our hotel, she might lost it. Going to bring it for her.
It's a recommendation to come on this particular section of the walk for sunrise, which means that many people leave around 4 AM. You certainly need a torch for that, but as you see from where we're walking, it's very bumpy, and I would imagine very easy to twist an ankle or hurt yourself if you're really not paying attention. So for us, coming at 4 AM was not part of our plans. Number one, because, well, Xiomara, as I'm sure you may already know, is not an early riser. Don't deny it. But yeah, I don't fancy twisting an ankle, spraining something to come up for sunrise when in fact the sunrise from high camp is already incredible. So up to you, do what you want. But yeah, just bear in mind that a 4 AM walk is not on flat ground. It's a bit bumpy.
He's searching for death.
Yeah, it takes 1 second of lost concentration, doesn't it? And that's where you're ending up. I think that this is where we're heading to. From what I understand, that is the viewpoint. And those shiny things are, I don't think tea houses, but maybe where they sell coffee and tea and things, I'm not sure. But yeah, got a little way to go up yet. Beautiful though, isn't it? I definitely prefer these sections where there's no woods, where you can kind of see everything a bit more clearly.
Yeah, but you can feel the air more thinner, it's colder, and then when you just stop and your body starts cool down, you feel the cold in your body.
You feeling cold?
Now that we're walking, no. But if we weren't walking, probably we will.
I feel hot. I'm slightly regretting the layers that I've put on, but again, layers, I can take them off. Yeah, big boy. Hopefully he wasn't killed by a snow leopard.
Probably more.
No, I don't think so.
The clothes, finish it.
Xiomara was just mentioning as we were walking that she was struggling to fall asleep last night, and that's definitely something that I've felt as well as we've kind of commenced this trek right from the very beginning. To be honest, found it quite hard to get to sleep and quite hard to stay asleep. Been waking up during the night, maybe having 2-hour intervals. Now, I did read that one of the effects of altitude is trouble sleeping. Now, that's not to say altitude sickness, that's completely different. I mean simply an effect of altitude. Certainly felt it. You do find that you go to bed much earlier here because everything just goes pitch black. Everyone's tired from walking. So typically we've been going to bed at like 7 PM, yeah.
7:30.
So maybe that's why I'm struggling to fall asleep, but been really hard going, really hard going.
Your body clock changes completely because the sunshine comes up super early and then the sunshine leaves super early. So
Yeah.
as you don't have any entertainment, there is no internet, there is no TV. The only entertainment is in the dining room with a fire. You can interact with people, but in the place that we are staying at the moment, there is only like 3 other tourists.
Help! Help! I shouldn't shout that too loud, should I? People might start worrying. Definitely harder to catch your breath. We're almost there.
Well, we're still having like a 40 minutes until we reach the summit. But yeah, it's heavy. I don't have my bag, but it's heavy.
No time for complaining right now.
I'm not complaining. I'm just
this is the most
telling
agile and light, maneuverable, fit and steady you're ever going to be.
This is amazing. I'm loving it. I'm getting super fit and losing lots of weight.
Just wait for in a minute when we swap positions and she takes the bag.
I don't think that that's gonna happen.
Onwards! You see like the steam effectively coming off the mountains there, I think, from the sun, like the sun heating up the snow and the ice, obviously the vapor coming off, and eventually you'll see in a few hours time that this will form some clouds around the mountains. The other clouds, there's a good layer, but we're not covered. We're all good at the moment, so we should be fine for a push for the peak, which is just in eyesight there. But don't let that deceive you. There's still a fair old walk yet, but we're doing good. We're feeling fine, aren't we?
Feeling good.
I think the hardest thing for me right now is I've got too many layers on. I think if I just had a t-shirt and this on, I would be good, but I've got a t-shirt, a jumper, another Berghaus jacket and this on, so I'm a bit sweaty right now. I might take them off in a minute. And then you're obviously very hot from carrying that big bag. It's hard work, isn't it?
Oh, this is super heavy.
Yeah, not sure, maybe once upon a time they made fires in there. That's kind of what it looks like. But we are in a relatively holy area. As I've mentioned previously, this mountain here is Fishtail Mountain, and this is revered by Hindus as the home, or at least one of the homes, of the god Shiva. And so the Nepali government, they don't give permits to climb this mountain. It's officially never been climbed. Unofficially, that's disputed because there are some naughty people, as Siyamara has alluded to in the previous video. But yeah, back to the point, this is a holy area, as all of Nepal is. And so yeah, we're unclear if this is a shelter or some kind of shrine. But you know, if you are caught in a bad situation, or maybe you don't want to pay the 2,000 rupees per room, come up here. Wow, so many. What's in here? I think this is maybe where they quarry it from, where they remove the rock. Yeah.
Which is an area where they collect the rocks to make homes.
Yeah, I think that's what it's for, but these are all, I think these are called cairns, or at least they are in English. A lot of the time on trails in the English speaking world, these are made as essentially a signpost so you can find your way, but it's also something that a lot of trekkers and walkers do for good luck. So maybe it's the same thing here. Maybe as people have passed, once upon a time one person made one and then the trend continued, and here we have now a plethora of, I think he's a bit stuck. We fix him. He's a big boy. Righto, we made it.
Made it.
We're at the viewpoint, and this is it. A little spinneroo. Yeah, it was hard going, but now you're here, actually up here, it's fine. Don't feel any problems with the altitude, no shortness of breath, anything like that. It's just coming up when you're actually putting the work in. We're gonna go and have a little walk up there. So we're going to follow this trail, walk up here. You see the two girls walking with the yellow trousers. We actually found their water bottle on the way. We know it's theirs because they were in our tea house. So we're going to reunite them with that. And then we have a bit of a race down. Whether you can see on the video, the clouds are quite present right now. And they seem to be getting higher. So they may very soon engulf this area, which for us would not be good. So we need to get back down, and not just down to high camp, we want to get down to low camp. So come with us, let's have a mooch over there very quickly, check out the view, and then race back.
Let's go. I found you in the way. It was at the beginning, it was full, but we emptied it because we needed to save it.
Oh,
Okay.
that's okay. Oh my God, we were thinking.
We were getting a little concerned because we were hearing stories about the people missing, and we thought,
Oh my God. We gone off the edge.
Yeah.
Oh, this is amazing. I love this water bottle, so I appreciate it a lot.
we're almost there. Oh, gosh. Out of breath. Legs are burning. God, it's hard to catch your breath. And look at this. We are officially at the viewpoint. Or the viewpoint. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Altitude feels fine. It's hard to catch your breath. That looks like it's maybe Dutch. Yeah, maybe. This might be the girl that went missing as well. So, this was our trek on Mardi Himal. We're now at the high point, and like I've just said, once again, we are truly in Heaven's Gate, above the clouds. For you, what do you rate this trek?
I will rate this trek, let's say 10 of 10. It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely worth it to come here. There is lots of landscapes, and you can see progressively they change while you are going up. And then the views are amazing. I have never seen such a beautiful views as these ones. I've never been so close to a big mountain full of snow. So yeah, it's beautiful. It's like absolutely recommended to anybody who wants to go here.
Do you know what I just noticed?
What?
I'm like a lizard right now. I keep like licking my lips. I'm like, if Samara was talking there and I'm doing that. It's because it's very dry, very, very dry. So if you're going to come, maybe bring some lip balm. But yeah, very beautiful. We'll just finish off, show you this little view, and then we have a little bit of a race. So welcome to Mardi Himal. Peace out.
And then see you in the next one.
Welcome to the Wander Life. Pew, pew.